shattered a 4th of July celebration in Highland Park. What a day it has been, and we have team coverage tonight. The investigation, how it happened, how the suspect was captured.
The victims, resources for those who need it. And we begin with CBS 2's Dana Kozlov. Dana.
Erica and Joe, 12 hours later, 12 hours after the shooting in downtown Highland Park, and this is the scene right now. We are standing at First and Central, but about a block away, that is the actual scene of the shooting that happened this morning. That is at 2nd and Central. You can see the area now illuminated by floodlights brought in by various fire departments to help investigators process that scene for evidence. Police still blocking off several streets around the actual scene, although the perimeter has shrunk now in the past hour. They are still shining those lights as investigators look for any type of evidence at the scene near the roof where police say the gunman was on when he opened fire at 10:14 this morning, 14 minutes after the 4th of July parade here began. That is video that captured the gunshots and then the chaos that ensued as people in the parade and watching the parade began running for their lives. You can hear he fired, opened fire, stopped, and then opened fire again. People ran for blocks, leaving behind personal items in the streets that are still there now. 5 people pronounced dead at the scene. Another person died at a nearby hospital. Now, police say the suspect used a high-powered rifle. They say he got up onto the roof of that business by using a ladder that was attached to the side of that building. Now, one woman who came back around 6 p.m. tonight to get her belongings describes the moments after the shooting.
So first we weren't sure if it was firecrackers, but it all happened in a split second, and we just said people were starting to run this way. Self-preservation. You just know. I think something just kicks in. You know you have to go. Couldn't help anybody else. We just had to take care of ourselves.
Self-preservation, that is likely what many people were thinking as they began running when they realized that they were not hearing fireworks, but they were indeed hearing gunshots. She was at the parade, by the way, with her husband, her daughter, her son-in-law, and her 6-year-old granddaughter. After that happened, people here in Highland Park were told to shelter in place for hours until that suspect was caught. And just a few minutes ago, I talked to another woman who came here to pick up the belongings that they left behind, and she told me that her friend was able to get away and get in a car and start driving away, but she encountered a woman who was flagging her friend down in that car. The woman who was asking for help was with her mother, who had been shot in the head. And she was also with her children, and that Good Samaritan, I was told, actually took that shooting victim to a hospital. We don't know anything more than that. We're looking to confirm that, but it appears in that one instance, a Good Samaritan stopped and actually may have transported one of the shooting victims to a hospital. I'm live in downtown Highland Park. Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News. Joe and Erica.
So many harrowing stories, Dana, for sure. I'm wondering, how did police handle that scene? Did they have it closed off to collect evidence? And how did they handle the people wanting to come back and get their belongings?
Well, they've had it closed off to collect evidence since very shortly after the shooting. And in fact, the actual initial perimeter, which was locked down, was much larger than it is right now. That perimeter actually just shrunk about an hour ago, not even an hour ago. So it was barricaded. There were police cars that were keeping people from walking and also driving down many of the streets around this area here. And I should also mention there are police departments from all over the northern suburbs that are helping out, in addition to the Lake County Major Crimes Task Force, in addition to the FBI, all helping Highland Park Police. So it wasn't until many hours later that some people began showing up and asking if they could retrieve some of their belongings within that perimeter. And some officers would say, okay, let me help you, point them out, I'll walk you down. But some people were turned away. And just now, as that perimeter shrunk, more and more people are coming back to gather what they left behind. Joe, Erica.
All right, Dana, thank you very much.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come on really quick and touch on the incident that took place today in Highland Park, Illinois. So, to my understanding, there were some things going on in Chicago as well. I don't know. Something just, I felt like something might or could happen. I just think because tensions are so high with so many other things that are going on right now in this country, I kind of thought like something might happen, and something happened. So, I'm just kind of waiting for the police or whomever to say why he did this. I don't think they really have an answer to that just yet. But they did arrest him tonight. And so he is in custody. His family, of course, is saying that there was nothing that, no signs of any of this, that any of this could happen. However, the music comes off a little, awkward, right? It's something that if this is your child, your nephew, you should question. That's just my opinion. But obviously, they probably wasn't paying attention. He's 22. They're not looking into whatever he's into, right? But he was living in an apartment behind his uncle's house. And I also believe his father ran for mayor of Highland Park. So he was from that area, and he was very familiar with it as well. So I find it interesting that he would choose that area. So that's why I said I want to kind of hear what they're going to say, his reasons for doing this. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'm starting to think that it's a copycat situation, right? Because all of these guys are now in that age range of 18 to 22. They're all really young, barely legal, adults doing this. And so it just makes you shake your head at the whole situation. He was technically living on his own, even though he was living behind the uncle. The uncle is stating it's like an apartment that he has behind his house. So the uncle probably really, he didn't know what he probably didn't know. I don't know. But, yeah, they took his YouTube down. To my understanding, they may have taken the Spotify. I don't know if they took the Spotify because he has music on Spotify as well. And this video was on his YouTube before they took the channel down. And as you can see, he's sitting in a classroom. And so this is why I'm thinking this is a we're going to start to see all these copycat situations, right? So yeah, that's why I was waiting to see what this was about. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. And it just feels weird that these gun laws are getting, they're not getting better about just making sense of who should have certain weapons and who shouldn't have them, right? And so, I don't know, I guess we're just going to look up and see all these different copycat situations. That's the way it feels. Every time you look up, something's going to be, going on. Let me know what you guys think. Condolences to the families. Not that I think they're going to watch this video, but, I feel bad for people who are going to every year at this time, they're going to have to reflect on this, you know, losing their loved ones. Let me know what you guys think about all of it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.